Ladies and gentlemen, it's finally my turn to ride the Harley Davidson Sportster S. And thanks to wonderful people at ProBike letting me ride this thing. There was the horn. Man. Alright, let's roll the intro and let's go for a ride. Okay, I can feel right away this is totally different than my Fat Boy, and in a good way. I have to adjust the mirror so I can see something behind me. He said, no rush, take your time, get a feel of the bike, and you better believe I will. And he said, be sure to play with the modes, and be sure I will. So yeah, I am pretty sure you guys are all familiar with the new Sportster S. If you're not, this is not a review by any means. I'm sure you can find all the technical specifications on the internet regarding this motorcycle. I don't know them. I know that it's a 1250 engine, pretty much the same engine as in their new Pan America. It's it got a couple of like I said, it got different modes. I'm in road mode. Yeah, I'm in road mood as well. Man, it feels good. Gonna do some city traffic. Gonna see if I can get on the highway, and yeah, just enjoy the beautiful ride on this pretty mild November day. As you can see, these are standard forward controls. This bike comes with forward standards. I think you can order it with the mids, so it's a couple of I don't know, 10-15 centimeters further back. Man, this, I don't know if you can see it, but the front tire, holy crap, it's massive. It's so, but it's like it has like a pointy shape, so apparently it shouldn't feel that hard to maneuver. Let's find out. I've said this before, but 40, which is the speed limit in the city, it's the worst speed to drive in, either by car or by motorcycle, because it's like somewhere in like between slow and not too slow. So it's really hard to, I'm not sure if I'm a fan. It's the same with the Pan America. Fan of the placement of the turn signals. It's like I have to bend down a little bit. Okay, brakes seem to bite a little bit. Not too bad. Yeah, definitely have to like really twist my wrist in order to get the turn signal. It's a huge, I mean, it's a super comfortable ride so far. Definitely enjoy this. And the few minutes I've been on it, but man, if it's, yeah, it's fairly smooth. Has some power to it if you twist the throttle a little bit. Lean angle, I mean, I'm so used to my bike, which is a 2010 Fat Boy Lo. It has zero lean angle basically. But this one you can actually use in the corners. And neutral, extremely easy to find. I am 180 centimeters with shoes, as you can see. No problems flat footing it. But the guy who works at the store, at the dealer, he is about 10 centimeters taller than me, and he said it's a little bit too small for me, for him that is. So if you are on the taller side, which I am not, perhaps this is not the most optimal bike for you. But I still think he still said that it's such a blast to ride. He really enjoyed it, and he said he rides an Aprilia, but he said this is fun in terms of power, I guess. So I'm sure I'm gonna find out in a bit. Like I said, I'm in road mode. I will try sport mode as well. There is a rain mode. I'm not sure I'm gonna go into that today. So you press this button up here to change modes. That says mode on it. You have cruise control. It doesn't include the heated grips. You can get it with it. This one does not have it, but the button is still there. Oh man, yeah, neutral is mega easy to find, and the gears just fly in. Of course, LED in the front, like a pill shape. Try to get off the bike later and show you the bike. Alright, let's go into sport mode. There we go. Maybe it was just my imagination, but it felt like it sounded different. I wish I didn't have these cars in front of me. I could really test this out. Because I know there's a huge straight just here. But yeah, yeah, it completely different response twisting the throttle in sport mode. That's for sure. All right, let's. All right, yeah, it's a difference. It's a completely different motorcycle in sport mode. It's a little bit wet, so I don't want to take the turns too aggressively for a number of reasons. I don't know the bike, so I'm not sure how much I can push it. It's not my bike, and should something happen to it, it will be mighty expensive for me, and I'm not very interested in that. But all right, I know there are a lot of cops here usually, but let's try it. Yeah, man. All right, I'm a fan. I'm a huge fan of how it feels so far, for sure. Let's try the highway here for a little bit, just a little bit. The dash, super bright, no problems whatsoever to read it. I'm sure you can configure this to look a couple of different ways. This is a standard look, I suppose, and I'm totally fine with that. I keep changing to high beam. Not sure why. If I keep, yeah, all right, yeah, the switch is right there, so when I hit the turn signal, it might be that my finger sort of pushes the button. So yeah, that's I'm sure it's something that you get used to not doing, I hope. Okay, this is not highway speed, but soon we can twist the throttle a little bit. Clutch really smooth. How do I feel about this position? It's fairly comfortable. Not sure if I will do any like long rides on it, but again, it's not I don't think it's the biggest gas tank in the world, so I guess if you are doing a bit of longer trips, I guess you have to do natural stops to put gas in it. Fairly balanced, yeah, fairly balanced. Alright, now we come up to the highway. Let's see if we can get past some of these vehicles and see what we have to deal with. Alright, no cars behind me. Here we go. Engine braking feels pretty solid. I could take it further, but yeah. I know that some of my fellow motovloggers have, not some, I know at least one, Mr. Ty from Tennessee. I think he, as of me recording this on this day, I think he picked his up like yesterday or something. So huge congratulations to him. Now have been testing it, or actually ridden it for a couple of minutes. I am 110% confident that he will be extremely satisfied with his purchase. So I wish him many happy miles on his new motorcycle. Yeah, but again, the difference in the road mode and the sport mode is quite substantial. There's a, I don't know, it's the shifting feels smooth. It's a very like a short distance between the gears, so again, I think it's something that you just get used to, because I am used to having to like really push the gears on my bike, but here you just have to almost like touch the lever, and it just flies, pops into gear. Just riding past the dealership now, but I'm not going back as of yet. A little bit of more riding to do, because I don't want this to end. I'm super happy with how this bike came out. I think Harley Davidson really did a nice job. We talked about before I left the dealer, why did they name it Sportster, and I mean, you can, I guess you can debate that back and forth, but my guess is that it's a trusted name. It's been around for a long time in the motorcycle world, so I'm sure the marketing team has done a lot of research. I mean, it is a new model, but maybe they wanted to go with the name that they knew was working. And since it is their like smallest in size, at least smallest line or smallest model, I think the Sportster name actually fits. And the S, of course, adds another dimension to it, compared to, damn, I keep touching that headlight. How much of a difference is it? It's a extremely light touch required in order to change from high beam to low beam. Extremely. And of course you have your pass light for those moments where you need to make the cars in front of you move out of your goddamn way. I feel like the seat is like a grippy seat. Maybe it's because it's brand new. Not many butts have been on it, I guess. But it's very like sticky, so I'm not like sliding around, which I guess is kind of good. There is no back support, almost like a cafe racer seat, meaning that if you start sliding, you're gonna slide straight back, and there's nothing that will stop you from doing so. But that's, I mean, for this short ride, it's quite comfortable, I guess, and I don't have any major complaints on it. The bar and mirrors fits the bike perfectly, I guess. I can see fairly well behind me. I don't see my elbows very much, so that's a good thing. Adjust this one, and I said I could have put gas in it. Not sure how to, but I guess it's underneath here. I have a key, so I guess that unlocks the gas cap somehow. This is an extremely smooth ride. I can tell you that. It's very. I feel like the engineering team has really done its homework. But sometimes when you ride a motorcycle, you feel like, yeah, it's got a lot of power, and but it's not very smooth, or the ergonomics, it's, you know, great, but there's something else missing. I feel like there's a good balance. There's a little bit of goodies for everybody here. I think ergonomics is fine. Power is absolutely there. No complaints whatsoever in that department. And the design, that's you know, always subjective, I guess. For me, I think this bike looks absolutely gorgeous. This is the black version, black and gold. I believe there is a white version as well. Again, I was on the high beam. Man, how easy is it? It has a super light touch required. I know there's should be a spot, I think, somewhere up here. I will try to get off the bike and, you know, show you how it looks, in case for whatever reason you haven't seen it, which I think most of you guys watching actually have, and I'm fairly sure that some of you have even been on it, test ridden it at your local dealership. I know my buddy Sean, but fellow motovlogger, Mr. Sean Winters of Winter Motos, he test rode the very first one in Leipzig. I'm not sure Germany, but at least Leipzig. They have just put the plates on the bike when he came in and said, hey, I want to ride it. in his very manly voice. So yeah, he said, you got to do it. So I'm doing it, man. And I am not disappointed. Yeah, keep looking, man. It's a beautiful machine. Oh man, this stretch of road is so slow. Yeah. In terms of heat, I feel absolutely nothing. Even though I have the exhaust like right there, like next to my leg, I feel absolutely nothing from them. I was actually a bit concerned of that. I haven't heard anyone say anything, but still, I was a bit concerned of that. And how can this stretch of road always be so damn slow? Can I get past here? Yes. Oh, it feels so good. Feels so good. Man. Yeah, I always said that I'm not a very big fan of going fast on a motorcycle, and I'm sticking to that. But every once in a while, it is a very good feeling to just twist that wrist and just feel every inch of that machine between your legs. And that's exactly what happens here. When you twist the throttle, you feel this motorcycle just want to go, go, go. And if you could, you would just let it go, man. All right, heading back to the dealer, and that usually means that I will sum up this test ride, which most likely will be, if not the last, it's absolutely one of the last of this year, since as of writing this, it's the beginning of November, and I'm very fortunate to be able to ride today. It could be snow, it could be ice, it could be anything but the weather we have today this time of the year. So I'm very lucky to be able to do this today. I mean, I'm going 95 kilometers per hour, but it doesn't feel like I'm going that speed. I don't know, I feel like the wind isn't hitting me as bad as like my own bike, even though I don't have a windshield, even though nothing is like between me and the wind, but I feel I'm not being pushed around to nearly as much as I am on my bike. That's a bit weird. I don't know how that works. I'm sure that there is some engineer out there that knows exactly how that works. But I am not one of those people. But I really hope that this front tire is showing up on video, because there I usually go up there to have a little walk around on the bike, but they tore that place down, so I'll find something else for you. Not sure where though. But yeah, that front tire, it's absolutely massive. I think it's like almost equal the size like in the rear, which is crazy. But again, they made it a different shape, more of a cone shape, and not round as per usual on a motorcycle tire. And that is because I think, again, not an engineer, I think that they made this just to make it a little bit more maneuverable. Alright, I'm gonna try to find a spot just to park this thing, so you can just have a look at it. So yeah, I'll see you then. Alright, I'll find a bus stop. Just gonna do a quick walk around on the bike. This is what it looks like. It's a 1250 engine. The Revolution Max is the name of the engine. Again, it's the same thing that's on the Pan America. As you see, the high exhaust, that's why I was a bit concerned with getting the heat, because your legs are like literally right there. The pill-shaped headlight, again, not everybody is a fan. I am. Just hope it's no bus coming. Here is the big fat front wheel that I was talking about. LEDs, I guess, even on the turn signals. And yeah, one thing that I think that many people don't like is the back with the taillight. I agree, they could have done that differently, but maybe that you can do some sort of modification to get rid of that. Maybe put some small turn signals up here, and maybe the brake light as well, and put the license plate to the side. This is what I mean with the seat. There's nothing stopping you from sliding off, except it's really grippy. But yeah, that's the new Harley Davidson Sportster S. I am a fan, definitely. Alright, let's get this baby back. Oh yeah, when you put the kickstand down, it goes like an extra push when you put it to the ground. It feels 100% as the bike will tip over. It's a really strange feeling, but it's supposed to feel like that apparently. But the first time I put it down the kickstand, I was like, oh damn, I'm gonna drop it. Yeah, didn't happen, of course. And then I heard, yeah, it's supposed to be like that, but yeah, it feels weird. So if you have tried the Sportster S, let me know how you felt the first time you put it on the kickstand and just got this holy shit moment. I'm gonna drop it. It's quite funny. Everybody looks at the bike. Okay, it really shows that the bike is brand new because it's like shiny, but I think it looks a bit different than what people are used to see, and that's why they are looking, because it doesn't look like many other motorcycles. I think it has a little bit of a unique look, and that also, I mean, of the high exhaust is one thing that contributes to that, of course. And the overall aesthetic, I think it's not a very common look. You see cruisers, you see sport bikes, you know, they have sort of the same look, but this one looks a bit different, I think, at least in my opinion. Sportsters in general looks the same. I mean, again, it has been around for a very long time, so they stuck with the design, the same as the V-Rod, from the Harley Davidson V-Rod. It also has a bit of a different look than regular motorcycles. Than other motorcycles was the damn, again with the light. Than other motorcycles out there, so that also turns some head. Yeah, I look good on this. But the big question is, would I get it? If I had the financial opportunity to have multiple bikes, not just two, multiple bikes, then yes. But I think it's a little bit not too similar, but sort of in the same category as the one I currently have. So but yeah, this one has way more power than mine. That's, I mean, this is not even a question. But so if I only got to have two bikes, one additional from what I have, then no, I don't think so. Then I would rather go for something like the Pan America, or a naked sport bike, naked upright bike. So, but it has been a wonderful ride. Not gonna lie, I have truly enjoyed it. And again, a huge thanks to the guys and girls at ProBike for letting me ride this beautiful piece of machinery. Coming up to the dealer now. Make sure there are no cyclists. They tend to just pop up out of goddamn nowhere. So, if you're in the market for a new motorcycle and you're in Sweden, do check out ProBike. They have a good selection of bikes, super friendly staff, and everything that you could absolutely wish for. Alright, that's been it for this test ride. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.